on. Where am I? Let's go. Alright, I gotta mute myself there, so. Is my mixing board working? Of course not. Hello. So it's working there, but it's not working here. Why not? That's gotta be difficult with me, right? Damn it. Is it working now? I don't think so. If so, I can't. Yeah, it's not working. Damn it. I'm frustrated now. Okay, hang on. Switch. Now. Go back over here. And it's still not working. Why is none of it working? I don't understand. Okay, but you can't hear me. You can hear that tapping. I don't understand why it does that. Hello? Nothing is working right. Hello? Hello? Does that work any better? How about now? Probably not. What's going on with my equipment right now? Like, really, I can't get the sound to work right. Hello? Does it work now? Hello? This is Holly Baglio being driven nuts by my mixing board that's not looking like it's working properly. I kind of started this video so I could test my equipment because I noticed how crappy the sound quality came out earlier. My headphones aren't working. My favorite headphones a while back, Don't Tell Johnny, my favorite headphones that I love so much, I tripped over the cord one too many times, so they don't work anymore. Don't tell them because I feel really bad about it. I'm just a klutz. So, okay, I think I might have my mixing board working, but I really don't know. Is it that one? No. Why is it turned all the way up? Hang on a second. Is that better? I don't know. It still doesn't look right on my computer. And it doesn't look right on the mixing board. How does it sound on YouTube? Uh-oh. Alright, so now I have to, like, mute this, turn that on. Huh. Hey, Jacob, it's good to see you. Unmute. Go over here. flip back that. And am I working? Probably not. Hello. See, I can't hear myself. What is going on? It's not even registering on the microphone anymore. That's very displeasing to me. Why that happens? My sound quality's off. Worse than that, my voice is shot. Could be dehydration. Hey, Andrew. It's good to see you, Andrew. It's great to see you too, Jacob. The sound quality's awful. How does it sound on your guys' end? Because on my end, the screen OBS is off. My mixing board is off. And just seems like everything's going wrong. And yes, I'm hiding behind an icon. And no, I'm not recording my chat room. So I missed a phone call from a very important person today. And I did not get to call one of my... somebody I've been dying to talk to. But in all fairness, I just got back from my mom's house a little while ago. She's like, "You're not staying longer." I was like, "No, Mom, I'm beat. I'm really tired. I only came to take care of the garbage and make sure you have what you needed." You know, I have to travel to get to her. And I don't exactly always like traveling. Thanks, Andrew. Alright, but my screen just... I don't know what's wrong. So, Debbie called me. And I'm in prayer for her. Please tell me I didn't put this up on Facebook. Please tell me I didn't share it. Please, oh please, oh please tell me I didn't share it. Perfect. I did not share it. Perfect. Hey, Victoria. So, I'm still triggered left, right, front, and center. So before we drifted off to sleep, I figured, shit, I don't know what I figured. I figured I'd putz around with my sound. Now that I'm here, I'm like, oh, I want to go. It's good to see you, sweetheart. I'm beat. I'm really beat. So it's good that I'm not losing time. I'm actually coherent. Not coherent, that's like totally the wrong word to use, but actually not losing time. So this is a pretty big occasion because now at least I'm batting out of 5 nights. 2 I don't remember, 3 I do. So upping my average right now that I have not lost time and I have not gone black. Like before my eyes, like I don't have missing time. I can account for what I'm doing. So, you know, it's not such a great thing being left outside of someone's supervision. I just might be the type of person that needs a lot of supervision. And it's really good that Heavenly Abba can be all the place, everywhere, all the time. Because I definitely need him to stay on top of me. So, before I drift off to sleep, I, you know, again, repent for my sins, close demon doors. No demons may jump, no demons may be conjured in. I bind and cast down principalities, dark powers, demonic spirits, and interdimensional beings, fallen ones, in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. I put my full armor on. I ask for my full armor on my cat and dog, my loved ones. I pray for the covering of the blood of the Lamb on me, my cat and dog and loved ones, as well as my home and property and possessions in Yeshua's name. I pray that the Holy Spirit fill and overflow my house and property and car and all my bedrooms and closets, and He is in control of my home in Yeshua's name, especially while the midnight hours are closing in, and one of which is the witching hour. Damn, that's loud. Oh my God, that just blew my fucking eardrums out. Excuse me. I'm gonna hide my cell phone so I can't hear it and it can't explode my eardrums. Holy shnikes, that was loud. I can't hear that again. Damn. So I do a lot of Holy Bible studies by myself and quietly to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, and I don't tell anybody, because when I tell people, they tell me how I'm wrong and they don't hear me out, so why bother talking about it anymore? But from my understanding, I don't know, Heavenly Abba's shown me different things. So today him and I were reading up about the Exodus in Jeremiah, and then it refers to Revelation chapter 7 verse 17, and the number 17 in Hebrew means victory, and we all know that number 7 is Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh's lucky number. So in fact, he's got a whole canon in the Holy Bible named Numbers. I even have a numbers game with him, for heaven's sake. But that's just a part of my intimate, active, personal, two-way, mutual relationship with him. He definitely is interactive, that's for sure. As much attention as you put into Heavenly Abba is as much attention as he'll put back into you. So if you want him to ignore you, then probably living like a backslid Christian is your best way to make sure he continues to ignore you. Because you as a backslid Christian are not making him feel loved. Ooh, you guys could see my camera. I could still go on camera if I wanted to. Oh, how about this? Just don't look at me, okay? I'm fiddling around here. Okay, you know what? I don't need the camera. Forget the camera. Gosh darn it. Hang on a second. Wait, let's turn off the lights. I'm going to get all romantical on you guys, and I'm going to keep talking to you a minute. I don't know, will that hold? Maybe if I balance it right. Everything's always in my way. Hang on. There you go, now you got something to look at. There's the flaming bush. So, the world loves to talk about the CDC, which is making them sick. Well, we should think about CDC, critical doctrine of Christ, or crucial doctrine of Christ, and what's important. Making sure we say our prayers before we go to sleep for us and our loved ones. And, I pray for domestic animal. I pray for animals, domestic and wild, in Yeshua's name. Homeless people, depressed people, suicidal people, people that have nobody praying for them. I pray for them. I pray hardest for the ones that are outside of Yud Hey Vav Hey's love, because what they got coming to them when they die is very brutal. And most people don't even give it any thought, especially the younger generations, and that's very scary. That's very scary. I see what the younger generations talk about, and it's like, wow, you're so feeble and small-minded. It's pathetic. Like, I remember in junior high, in high school, like my friends and I would sit out underneath the stars and talk about the stars and planets and what things that we learned in philosophy and science, and we'd have deep discussions. We'd even talk about God and what that looked like for us as teenagers at that time. And I loved it, you know. So when I went to parties in high school, yeah, so what if there was alcohol there who cared to flying flips? We were all sitting there like talking about the stars and planets and the universe and angels and, you know, what we imagine things to be like, and we were having deep conversations. We weren't talking about, you know, how to wiggle our ass to get the boy down the block who's already got 10 other girlfriends you don't know about. But somehow you're going to have his kid and he's going to fall madly in love with you and then marry you. Anyway, that's definitely a way. So, today I spoke about theta programming. I want to sit down and write all this out and then really present it to you well. But so far I've conquered IBIS programming and theta programming. And I've used the prophet Jeremiah. It seems every day somebody's looking for someone that's got psychic abilities or is a prophet, and everybody's running to and fro to get the next prophecy and the next hoo-ha. Well, right there, that's a false prophet. Listen, we have a ton of prophets in the Holy Bible, and their prophecies just started coming true. So I'm going to do myself a favor and be wise and think about this. And I'm going to refer back to Jeremiah. And he's got like one of the longest canons in there. Do you see how much he wrote? He's going to keep me busy for a while. Really. That's a big book, Jeremiah. Well, anyway, Jeremiah is being chased by people who are trying to kill him. He asked Abba if he can stop praying for those people and their descendants. Abba says yes, of course. Jeremiah talks about a second Exodus, which Revelation is referenced in his prophecy of the second Exodus. I suggest you read the whole canon, but hey, if you're really looking for the second Exodus, start back in Jeremiah 28 and read to probably Jeremiah 33 or 34. You'll find it in there. But do not forget to... Angry Patriot. Hello, how are you? Don't forget to look at the verses in the middle column while you read that, because the verses in the middle column are verses to back up and further explain and give definition to what you're already reading. It's not a separate event, it's just giving more definition to the event that's being spoken of. And Jeremiah is a prophet. So everybody's looking for a psychic. Well, apparently theta programming has to do with psychic abilities, and, you know, Christians run amok for anybody that's saying the P word, and they're forgetting about the prophets in the Bible and what they already said was going to happen. And they come up with this false thing called a rapture or pre-tribulation rapture or post-tribulation rapture or just rapture. First of all, rapture in itself is a trigger word. The true definition, from my understanding, the way Heavenly Abba explained it to me, rapture is what he he raptures us in his love. When we have a covenant with him, he raptures us. May 17th, 2014, I made a covenant with him, and I was taking a bunch of selfies, and I took 13 of them. 12 of those pictures had a flash through my head. On the 11th photo on the roll, the cross showed up on my forehead. So that is being raptured. The rapture, the Christian rapture, is the same exact thing as the alien ascension, whatever New Agers and UFO people talk about, this alien ascension, and their alien parents are coming back for them, and their alien parents are coming to get them, to save them. Project Bluebeam is going to help and assist this huge deception, I think and feel. Because if you look back in my drawings, I have the mirrors, and mirrors, that's Project Bluebeam, that's the whole deceit, that's the satellites. But anyway, not to forget what I was saying about Jeremiah. So with MK Ultra people like myself and everybody running amok for prophets, prophecies, psychics, and all these supernatural abilities, and then they want them for themselves, so they'll do anything to get it. One way to combat that and theta programming is to refer back to Jeremiah. Keep humbled. Remember, these prophecies were already prophesied about, and they're in the Bible, and we should be satisfied with what Heavenly Abba gave us and not go traipsing off looking for more. If he wants us to have more, he will just automatically tell us, so people don't have to worry about going to and fro. But since so people are insistent all this rapture stuff, it is false. It is false. The truth is, we get a second Exodus, and you can read all about it in Jeremiah. That's the truth. So stop with the psychic stuff, stop with the prophecies, stop running here and there and somebody's got something new to say, and rely on the book that Abba gave you. Be humbled and satisfied with that. Stop with the delusions of grandeur. It's already at your fingertips. Why are you going to bust through that? If you keep pushing Jesus so much, you're going to bust right through him and find yourself in the hands of the fake divine, fake Jesus, familiar spirit, religious spirit. And especially for MK Ultra survivors like myself, the truth is we get a second Exodus. The truth is you should have somebody that's scripturally sound to be doing holy Bible studies with, because that word rapture is a trigger and it's going to get you all spun out. Plus somebody who believes in false doctrine, the kingdom of darkness can use that person who's already deceived by such false doctrine, and the kingdom of darkness can set up stumbling blocks in your recovery because it does not want you to learn the freedom you will have if you choose Yeshua HaMashiach with your free will. I think you want to start reading from Jeremiah 28 all the way through to Jeremiah like 33 or 34. You'll find it in around there. Yeah, Jeremiah 28 to like 33. You'll find it before that. But just read the whole thing. Like, I don't want to cherry pick Bible verses. I want you to read the whole thing so you can get a feel for what he's talking about, you know? So you can get a full picture. but he makes the ground go level for us. There's going to be crippled and lame being led out. Hey, Brian Griffin, how are you? My love to you and your friends and all the other people I bump into when I see you in chat rooms and their channels. But Jeremiah, I guess, is some badass. So I'm going to take it upon myself to get to know him. I got to go get my vape juice. Boy, I wish I had a cigarette. Ow! Darn it. I'm like losing everything. The light's off. I can't see anything. Oh, it's in my purse. Right? I think. It better be. Yes. Cool. But I'm still gonna make a mess and fill one of these up. Wait, hang on. Oh wow, I'm really wrapped around stuff. No wonder why I'm always knocking stuff over. You want me to switch the flowers? Here, I got a remote control. I don't even have to move. We were on that. Oh wait, we were watching that one. Aren't they the same though? Okay, that's the next button. Oh, now it just flips. Okay, one fades, one flips. That's pretty. Stop, guys. Stop. Just stop. Okay, go, 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 go. Caution. Slow down. I don't know what blue means. Ooh, my eyes flashed on that. Did you guys just see what I saw when that happened? I saw all sorts of flickering. What? That can't be the same. Come on. That's the third button. One fades, one flips. Oh wait, because there's that one. That's the top one, right? We already went through this. That's the top one. It fades. The second one flips, right? Now this is a third one. Did you see that shutter? So like, this is another fade. Oh, once in a while it blinks. So it fades. And then blinks. Okay. Well, that's kind of boring. And blink. Okay, boring. Now that's the last button. Well, that's kind of like, the last button's kind of like the first button. That's not intriguing to me. And you know what? It's bothering me because these two, they used to be different colors. Maybe if I change the speed. Hang on a second. I don't like what's happening here. What in the hell is that? Sorry, I flipped it. All right, let's go back to, that's the bottom button. That's the bottom button. I mean, that's what the third button did. I'm just messing with the speed. That's what the third button did. I think AI's messing with the button. See? That's the same thing. It was different before. That flips. That fades. It doesn't blink. Like, no, I'm not liking it. Something's off. Because that's the same as the first button. Something's off. Because at another time, these two flowers were a certain color. I gotta go cook food. I'm hungry. I have a disco ball. I turn it on before I go to sleep to an old movie. I would too. Yeah, now I gotta stop messing with this thing. Here, we'll leave it on my favorite color. No, but I'm telling you, it's like not working the same like it did before. Because that's blinking like it seems to have lost two commands. Yeah, see, that's the same as that button. Oh, see, there we go. Okay, finally it kicked in, then worked. Okay, now the last button's working. Oh, that's odd, because now it's three flowers. That's an add-on right there, that third flower. That one. That's new. It was usually just those two that lit up. See, now that's the bottom button. I knew there was something off with this remote. Alright, let's mess with the speed. That's slow. So wow, it's three different colors that are lit up now. Or three different flowers. Used to only be two. I wonder what's happening. Huh. I wonder why that is. But that's pretty cool. I'm going to leave it like that. Stop. Go. No, wait. Stop. Alright. I'll leave it like that. Alright, what was I saying? I gotta go cook food. I'm hungry. Hang on a second. Ah, this is atrocious. It's really atrocious. I don't have any cheese for my hamburger. I'm not going to enjoy it. And I'm not going to be able to eat my thinly sliced tomato with it because I want cheese. So. Right, Brian, I miss wrapping myself with the telephone cord while walking around the house. And my grandmother used to have an extra long telephone cord too, so it would reach from the kitchen all the way into her bedroom so she could lay down. And the telephone had the extra large buttons. Or getting wrapped around whoever walked in the kitchen. Yeah, and I'm like one when I'm on the phone, I pace back and forth. Remember back in the old days when electrical items only had an on-off switch. Oh, I know, right? You should see this remote, and apparently it wasn't working right. I was using it correctly, but this is the remote to that thing. You see all the buttons? Well, you can just have one solid color shining if you want. Or there's 4 options where you can have it do that. But I'm scared to push like any more buttons because I finally got it to do that. Like 50-foot long. Right? Hey, Tyler, my love, how are you? Good evening. That's funny. Man, the good old days. Wow, I miss them. I'm dating my age, aren't I? Or no, I'm dating myself. That's what it is. I'm so upset about this cheeseburger. I don't know what to do about it. I could put blue cheese on it, like actual blue cheese. Maybe I'll do that. Does blue cheese actually go bad? I mean, it's already got mold on it, right? So it can't possibly go bad any further, right? So I think my salad dressing is like 2 months old. I'm like, darn it. I love that Marie's blue cheese salad dressing, and then I like to add actual blue cheese to it. I forgot to unmute myself. Well, the moon is made out of cheese and God throws it away once a month. Hang on a second. want blue cheese is what you're telling me. That's what you want to say. Well, come here. Come here. You don't even need it. Save up. You didn't want it. You did not want it. Look, I gave you what it is. You did not want it. You don't need it. I'm not giving you anymore. Eat it. Okay. So, if I want anything to last, I don't know what it is. My fridge, like, it's so cold, everything freezes. So I tend to throw, like, things in the back of the fridge. Like my cottage cheese, I like it really, really cold. I like my water really cold. The problem is my fridge gets so cold, everything freezes. So it's good news, the blue cheese is okay. Like the actual blue cheese itself. Because it was pretty much frozen. So, hey Gabrielle, it's good to see you. I missed the moon last night. Apparently it was a bullseye, and I looked for the yellow-orange color with sparkles. I know her sun looks like it sometimes, however, at night sometimes the moon looks like it. And someone got me a telescope, and I'm not quite sure how to use it or to get it working, but I want to sit out underneath the stars. I love stargazing and moon watching. You have gotten no idea. I'll sit out there for hours content. I want to get a tent and camp outside with my cat and dog. The only problem, like for Shavat or whatever it is in September, the only problem is those rotten neighbors. Or that one set of them. Can't trust them. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to be rude. Get back. Sorry, my dog wants my cheeseburger now. You can't have it. No. And while the dishes were hot, I decided to wash them, so my sink is back to being empty finally. Finally, after a week and a half. So anyway, it is 10:37. I'm surprised I'm awake because I'm getting tired. Like once I eat, I know I'm knocking out like a light. But I am very pleased and I'm very happy with myself that I am not losing time, missing time, or anything like that tonight, because it's happened 2 out of 5 nights. The triggering's been pretty awful. If you haven't been able to notice by now, I do spend a lot of time on YouTube, but then again, it wouldn't matter what was going on. I'd still be here handling it on YouTube. So, I am going to go have fun with my flowers, eat my food. I'm going to be praying for you guys, especially those that are triggered and going through a hard time. I'll be praying for the people that have nobody praying for them. But I'll be praying for them. In Yeshua's name. So I hope you guys have a good night. I'm checking in. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh my goodness, it's Joe Info. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, I'll stay around. Brooke, I'll stay around and hang out and talk. Joe Info, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. I need to research everything. Will do. Yeah, Brooke. So, I don't know, maybe for theta programming. And thanks to you and your book and your prayers, Brooke. You pray. You've taught us how to pray about the brain waves and then how it affects our bodies, but it's also the name of a program. But I think when I'm triggered through that programming, maybe I can read Jeremiah the prophet and relate to him, and maybe by relating to Jeremiah the prophet in the Bible, that can help me conquer the theta programming when it's triggered. Just so long as I can relate to a character, a person, a living person, one time before. As long as I can relate to someone, it'll pull me into reading the Bible. Now, Jeremiah is a very large canon. That's going to keep me busy for a while. It's not like a short one, 10 pages, 15. It's like pages upon pages. It's like, thick. But I noticed in Jeremiah he was talking about a second Exodus. Now, I can't find the rapture anywhere, and I feel that people are looking for psychics and prophets who only speak about the rapture. But I find that to be false doctrine and also a triggering word. On a personal note, what I know to be a rapture is when Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh raptures us in his love, like he did to me May 17th of 2014 when I came to him and I made a covenant with him because I wanted to be his and I wanted to do what it took to become his. And he gave me that picture that I use on my profile. So to me, that was when Heavenly Abba raptured me. Already was when he gave me that cross on my forehead. But I looked into Jeremiah and he talks about a second Exodus. Heavenly Abba lays the ground, the earth level so people can walk without stumbling. Even the lame and cripple will be coming with us. And then Jeremiah refers to Revelation 7, verse 17. And it just opened up a whole new world for me looking in that. And I think it's really important to stay grounded and humbled and stay focused on the prophets in the Holy Bible, because their prophecies are now coming true. I find a lot of people out in the population running to and fro, looking for things, looking for the next clever, bright idea, and really it's like empty, it's vain. We already have everything at our fingertips. Heavenly Abba already gave us these prophecies 3,000 years ago that are coming true. And I think now, honestly, now more than ever, with what's going on in our world, we should not be looking to man. We have the Bible, we have the prophecies. There is being sent strong delusion through the world. God said he was going to do it. I know people are being deceived, people are falling away. I do not see a great revival. I know we're all going to disagree, but I'm going to share my perspective and not be combative or anything. But anyway, for me, when I hear the Christians talk about a rapture, it reminds me of the alien ascension. I can't find that rapture in the Bible, but I can find a second Exodus. In the Bible, it says he gathers us from the four corners of the world. It says he gathers us from the four corners of the world, of the earth. Not up in the air. This event, listen, he gathers us from the four corners of our round earth. I had to say it like that just to be a pain in the neck. But seriously, he does gather us. It's him gathering us this time. It's not other forces in the world that are putting people together. I have a different perspective on the country of Israel and why the Jews were called back to it and began their own country. And it's a different perspective than what everybody else says between these scholars and theologians, with all due respect. But just based on what Heavenly Abba shows me, I'm going to go with what he says over everybody else. He's never misled me. Everybody else, whether intentionally or not intentionally, has. But considering that the Bible in Revelation says strong delusion will be sent, even the elect would be deceived if it were possible. It is not possible, therefore the elect are not going to be deceived. It is not possible that the elect are going to be deceived because Heavenly Abba is working through them directly, and he never makes a mistake. And because he never makes a mistake, nor will that prophet or vessel he chooses to work through. And these are his chosen, and these are his calling, and this is his remnant. And I think his remnant truly knows what's going to happen. And I think the way out of theta programming is to stay very centered, humbled, and stay in the Holy Bible. So if we want to know about prophecies of what is to come and what is to happen in this world, we should stay in the Holy Bible to look up those prophecies and not be on the internet looking for other prophets, prophetesses, psychics, and stuff like that, because that can get confusing, it can get draining. Yes, of course, we want to encourage and reassure our friends who do have spiritual gifts to share them with everyone. Of course, we want to do that. But when it comes to deprogramming, debriefing from mind control, It would be good for someone to first settle into what's in the Holy Bible and get to know that first before anything else. So I pray that we can all find scripturally sound people. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen Shield Maiden in forever. It's great to see you. Alf and Tav. I have a chart I want to show you, Brooke. I'm trying to find this one chart on the internet. If I can find it, man. I have a screenshot. What's up, Tommy? Yo! So if God turns everything for good, we can pray and declare the good. Yes. Yeshua blessings. Yes, there is a second Exodus. It's like a relocation. It's in Revelation 12. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Because now I'm going to go look there. Because that was like the next thing I wanted to do was to find it, the second Exodus. Well, I think I already found the second Exodus in Revelation, but I just started the Bible study. There you go. The woman and the dragon. Revelation 12. You know, when I first woke up in 2014, I have to be honest with you, Shield Maiden, Heavenly Abba kept drawing my eyes to a couple passages, not many, but he always drew my eyes to the woman and the dragon. And I think just now, Shield Maiden, you gave me Revelation because we're talking about the second Exodus. But I've read this so many times, and yes, to me it sounds like we run out to the desert, we have a rock flowing with water following us around, and we don't fall under his wrath and vengeance, but others do. And Heavenly Abba kept drawing my eye to that, because again, one of the first things I had to do was drop the false doctrine I had learned at the Baptist church, and that was the rapture. Alright, let's deprogram, debrief, and get out of this world. Makes sense? Yeah, but there may be a great revival when shit hits the fan, but as far as what we're looking at right now, I don't know what to say. I guess I just have different perspectives. Faith stays with him. Praise be to Heavenly Abba. Okay, Brooke. Yeah, I looked at WhatsApp, but I actually visited my mom and I got back, and I meant to make phone calls, but I ended up here. I tried to make one phone call today, and all that happened was MK Ultra came out, and I thought to myself, oh boy, before I talk to another survivor, if MK Ultra is coming out, I'm just gonna stop now. Until I feel the MK Ultra stops coming out of me. Yeah, we're living it, Brooke, right? See, there you go. Okay. Right. When people say revival to me, Brooke, I mean revival as in like, you know, scores and thousands of people are just suddenly going to wake up and turn to Yeshua. I don't see that happening. I see a lot of people falling away from him. But what I do see is I do see Heavenly Abba calling people and choosing people. So yeah, if you mean revival that way, when he's sealing us and choosing us and calling us, then yeah, he's reviving us. Okay, Brooke, definitely. Okay, so I don't know. I can't remember what I was saying. It wasn't like I was having a conversation with somebody else and I drifted off in the conversation. I was like, you know, before I drift off in the conversation, maybe it's better if I just be quiet. But no, as far as like Like the really meaningful stuff, yeah, man, I've been throwing it up online, but I gotta sit down and write it. But yeah, I tried to, on YouTube community tab today, talk about the second Exodus, and I picked Jeremiah to help me break theta programming, if that's psychic programming. So the only psychic I need is the prophet Jeremiah in the Holy Bible, and he tells me about a second Exodus, so I don't need to know about this thing people talk about, saying rapture or alien ascension and Project Bluebeam. I don't have to worry about that. I can know his truth for what it is. But yeah, I do believe we get a second Exodus. But excuse me, I'm eating. Oh, what was I about to say? There was something else. I said, here's the kicker. What was I thinking? Yeah, Jeremiah. People do turn back. That is very true, Brooke. Project Untrigger, right? I come here and talk for I've read that. I talk too much. I agree. What was I gonna say? Yeah, listen, if somebody comes along and wants me to let my ground lift off the feet, I'm gonna have to say no. Because again, in the Holy Bible and Revelation, I read about a resurrection. Well, we're created from the dirt of the earth. So if I'm up in the air, God can't resurrect me. But if I'm down here on earth, well, from the ground, he can resurrect me. I don't know. I see it in a different way. I don't know, Babu. I was talking about that very verse with someone. I gotta read that verse. Well, not just the verse, the whole story, and then look at the verses in the middle column about that one, about the one will be taken and one will be left behind. I don't know yet. I'll get to it. Before I was going to say something about Jeremiah. So we can get to the truth and we can get rid of the false doctrine, man's traditions, and the deceptions. Like, because when we leave the church, we have to leave man's traditions and false doctrine behind. So now we know that we're getting an exodus. So we know what to look for. So it'll be easier for our shepherd to talk to us. Did you know that Adam was created September 26th? Did you know that? I just found that out yesterday or the day before. Adam, you know Adam and Eve? Yeah, Adam was created September 26th. I was like, wow, my birthday's September 12th. Yeah, so, you know, I can find the second Exodus in the Holy Bible, but I can't find the rapture in the Bible. I can find the seventh trumpet and 2 resurrections when Abba calls for us with his loud voice, but when he calls for us in his loud voice, we're resurrected, not raptured into the air. We're resurrected and back on the earth. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this whole deprogramming, debriefing project. Untrigger. Just get me reading the Bible. So I picked Jeremiah to help me out of theta programming. I don't want any false teachers or false prophets telling me about a rapture when I need to be reading about an Exodus and resurrections and getting right with Yeshua. Right, I get goosebumps too. I believe that aliens can shapeshift. How'd I find out? Oh boy. I was looking, excuse me, I was looking up the meaning of numbers in Hebrew. Like I was looking up 3, 1, 8. I think maybe I looked up 7. I think I looked up number 12 and what these numbers meant in Hebrew. I went to BibleStudy.org, and when I was looking up what these certain numbers meant in Hebrew, on one of the numbers it said that Adam was born on September 26th. Project Untrigger. Yes, please, definitely. Definitely. But this just happened today with me picking Jeremiah. Like, I don't know, I actually gotta sit down and read more of the Bible now. But remember, when the world is getting tripped out about CDC and what's happening with people getting sick and the CDC on the news, we need to remember that what we have a different CDC. We have the critical doctrine of Christ, or the crucial doctrine of Christ, and it's critical and crucial we stay focused on Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and what he wants. And I don't know, any little bit to get untriggered. Hey, Little Step, it's great to see you. I just happened to bump into it online. It's not like I read it in the Bible and I was like, ooh, there's September 26th. No, somebody else told me. A website told me. Like I cheated. But I just happened to bump into it. And I can't tell, for the past 7 years, I've been looking up what numbers mean in Hebrew on BibleStudy.org. And I have looked past that for the past 7 years, but it was just a couple days ago where it said September 26th, Adam was created. I was like, no way. That's cool. I started looking up like when Moses lived and when Jeremiah lived. So the first Exodus happened in Moses' lifetime. It happened over like 100-year span. They say Moses died in 1201, but we know that's not true because Heavenly Abba took him. Moses' gravesite was never found, but Heavenly Abba took him, fast-forwarded him by time traveling to the New Testament, to the Mount of Transfiguration, where he met Yeshua HaMashiach, 3 apostles, and Elijah too. Elijah was time traveled to the Mount of Transfiguration with Yeshua. That's why in the Bible it says there was a tabernacle built for Yeshua, a tabernacle built for Moses, and a tabernacle built for Elijah. It's because Abba time traveled them there. Where was I? What was I saying? I gotta read more. Yeah, anytime you want, Brooke. I'm totally down to do another video with you. Yes is the answer. we cannot do it quick enough. It's a parting of the sea kind of red year. Boy, I hope so. I can't wait to get out of here. Good. But like when the Bible talks about Abba gathering him gathering us from the four corners of the world, I don't see us doing it in the air, such as in a rapture. I see him gathering us, but we kind of gotta walk to get there, because he's gathering us together. So how else are we gonna get there? I mean, if we all had horses, we could ride horseback to get there, but it looks like most of us are probably gonna have to do it by foot, you know? But he said that he would make the ground level for us so that we won't stumble, and the lame and crippled will be coming with us. In the second Exodus. Oh, this is where I was going with that. So Moses, I forget the years, I put it up on my pages. So Moses died in 1201 BCE. So the Exodus happened over 100-year span. I guess I don't really know, but I looked up when the Exodus was, and it gave me like 100-year time period that the Exodus had like span or went through a time period. And then I looked up when Jeremiah was born. Jeremiah was born or died, I can't remember, in around 650 BCE. So basically Jeremiah is born after the first Exodus by like 600 years. Over 600 years after the first Exodus, Jeremiah is born. And Jeremiah starts prophesying about another Exodus. And we do have a canon in our Holy Bibles named Exodus. We do not have a canon in our Holy Bible named Rapture. So I'm kind of inclined to think we're getting another Exodus out of here, and another rock with water flowing while it follows us around. I'm kind of thinking we're going to see the supernatural powers of Heavenly Abba. We haven't seen them in a long time, but I do believe we're going to see them soon, and very soon. Yeah. I have no idea what you just said, Tommy. You're a nerd. No, you're not a nerd. It's good to see you, Jennifer. So, I'm thinking about food again. I only ate half my cheeseburger, but you know what? That's better than nothing. I am not complaining. I'm just glad I got something in my stomach. I was so surprised when I saw sirloin steak in the supermarket. It was a very nice hunk of steak for like $6 and it was sirloin. And it was big too. Big. Like, you could get 2 meals out of it. I don't mean 2 Holly meals. I mean like 2 man meals out of it. And it was like $6 and it was a decent sized meat. If you go to an Applebee's restaurant or one of these chain restaurants around here, do you know they'll make you pay like $23 to get a sirloin meal when you can go to the store and buy it for $6 and still, yeah, for $6 and get 2 meals out of it? That is outrageous. Rats underfed by 20% live the longest. Well, I'm happy to get fattened up, Tommy. Thank you. It is hot, which I don't mind the heat, but it is so humid. You walk outside and the sweat just pours off of you. You walk from your car to the, or from your door to the car, and sweat just pours off of you. Yes, Brooke. Yes, Brooke, I will reach out to you on WhatsApp. I'm dying to do a show with you because you've been a pillar to me through this whole thing, and I have been wilding out these past couple of weeks. So I'm so grateful for your support and for your help. You've got no idea, and absolutely we'll do another broadcast. I'll work around your time zone. And anytime you want, I'm ready. Well, you know, we'll talk first like we did, but yeah, I would love it. You know, because that MK Ultra gets spinning and I need to grab a hold of myself. Sorry for my backlashes and outbursts on my pages. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm sorry I've been so triggered. But yes, Brooke, I definitely look forward to do a broadcast with you. But I think I'm probably going to turn in for bed right now, and I don't mean to be rude. I'm just actually really surprised I'm up this late at 11 p.m. because usually I'm knocked out by like 8, 9 o'clock. I'm always awake hours before the sun rises. I'd kind of like to stay awake longer at night, but I'm more than happy that I did not lose time tonight. Yeah, right? That could be, Brooke. Yeah, because it's also not me. There's a few more of us that are like, yeah, there's a few more. Man, we're getting hit hard. I didn't expect this, to be honest with you. I didn't expect the triggering to be like this. I didn't expect the spiritual attacks to be like this, Brooke. I really didn't. And if any Christian out there wants to get, oh, it's because you have unrepentant sin in your life. Listen, you can take a long flying leap off a really short plank. We have spiritual gifts and we have a walk with Heavenly Abba. We are being triggered and we are helping other survivors get untriggered and try to get out of the MK Ultra fog and the MK Ultra spinning, so they can have a quality life in Yeshua. We're trying to get them to read the Holy Bible, and we are trying to properly represent Heavenly Abba. You know, so Brooke, anytime you want to do a broadcast, I'm so down for it. How come they're freaking out? Because I have them on the fast speed here. I'll slow them down. They've been doing that. I'll slow them down. Oh wait, no, I guess that sped them up. Oh man, they go a lot faster than that. Okay, I'm not good on the disco. That's a little bit better. That's weird though that only 3 flowers change. I wonder what that's about. Anyway, alright guys, I hope that you have sweet dreams. The curse ends there. Now I gotta read Revelations 22:3. Here we go. Alright, listen. I'm gonna take my Bible to bed and read Revelation 22:3 there. Wow, I'm so glad I got to see you, Brooke. I've been thinking about you all day. So again, I'll touch base with you on WhatsApp and I'll get my ducks in gear. Man, I'm so grateful. No mentors, no leaders have helped me, and many others are alone. That's why God is going to do this spontaneous in his power. I'll read 22.22 as well, Brooke. Thank you so much. I will read both. But I think that's why he's doing that. I think he's given the pieces to us survivors. And we're together and we finally get to put them together. So, yeah, I pray that we, together, all of us, in our numbers and in our strength, can make the kingdom of darkness run away in fear from us and be scared. Especially since night's closing in and I gotta go to sleep soon. And so does, well, not Brooke, you're on the other side of the world, but yeah, I think it's time we're gonna start to really stand up to be Heavenly Abba's army versus being used for the troops of the Antichrist. Sounds good. Sounds good, Brooke. I will do that. Yeah, you're not an egghead. I love you so much, sweetheart. Thank you for everything you do for me, helping me to deprogram, because you remind me of those prayers and they're so powerful. And I'm grateful for you, Brooke. I love you very much. My prayers and blessings to you and your beautiful boys and family and friends. And my prayers and blessings to everybody in the chat room. I love you very, very much. But I'm off to hopefully La La Land. But every time I stir tonight, or toss and turn or move, and should I slightly wake up, I will engage in spiritual warfare for you and me. Because I want us to stay safe, and I want us to stay close to Heavenly Abba. And I love you guys so much. Revelations 21. Okay, I'll start with Revelations 21. Alright, sweet dreams, you guys. I love you very, very much. Good night, Andrew. And that's a wrap, guys.